may have friends who right now have been set back. But let them know that it is a setup, oh brilliant one, for a comeback. Now, what are the 4 questions? What are the 4 steps? Where have I been? Question number 2, why am I here? Question number 3, what can I do? And question number 4, where am I going? Where have I been? Why am I here? What can I do? And where am I going? Those are the questions. Now, let me give you the steps that connect to each question. When I say where have I been, that question ties to the first step called clarity. How do I come to a place of clarity? When I say why am I here, that step specifically is to look at what courage do I have right now, or what courage do I need to take to make a bold move. When I say what can I do, that question ties to creativity. So what's my creativity? And then question number 4, where am I going? That question ties to what is going to be my contribution as we come to the end of a decade and move into a brand new decade in 2010. Okay? Not just a job. And it's a story about a woman named Libby Boland. And it says she regarded teaching as a calling, not a job, not a career. Her students were extensions of her own son and daughter, children who needed gentleness, guidance, encouragement, and love. She had some difficult students through the years that she had put extra effort into. She wouldn't kick them to the curb, said her son Ted Boland. Each student felt she genuinely cared about them and their life beyond the classroom. There was one boy with a broken arm who took a swing at her and raised a bruise where his cast hit her arm. The school was going to remove her from her classroom, but Boland insisted he stay. She saw something more than just an arm that was broken inside the child, and she believed that he was worth fixing. It was the way that she was with students, the good ones and the not so good ones. By the time she hung up her blackboard eraser, Libby Boland influenced the lives of more than 5,000 children. Last Friday, at 76 years of age, she died of liver failure. Now, all of us have been impacted by a teacher, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I don't want y'all to listen to me. I want you to think with me for a moment. So we matriculate through school over a 17-year period, high school, and then we go into college and then post-secondary education after we get our undergrad degree, yes? Right? So let's say that takes us to about 25 years of age. So we have been impacted by teachers, professors, throughout our matriculation in the education system. But then once we leave the education system, we come into the workforce. And who influences us for the next 25 to 30 to 35 years? Who?
Our leaders, our employees.
Our boss,
leaders.
our colleagues. But what's the entry point into the company? It's you. It's HR. HR influences that individual that comes into the company. And based on that experience, that person stays with the company, grows in their career if they don't move on. Where am I going with this? Here's the whole deal. There is a difference between a job and what I would call a universal assignment. People that work a regular job hate change. People that are fulfilling a universal assignment love change because they become a change agent. People who work a regular job in cubicle farm, the lights are on but nobody's home, they have rational commitment. They do what they do because they have to. There's a paycheck, there's benefits. I'm almost about to retire. I'm out of here. I can't stand them. Regular job. I know you don't know any people like that, okay? But people who fulfill a universal assignment have emotional commitment. Emotional commitment is I do what I do because I want to. And presenter. the opinion of the presenter. When we come through whatever we're in right now, Jeffrey M. Litt from GE calls it the economy that's being reset. I say economic tsunami. When we come through this, based on how men and women have been treated during this time, they will have loyalty to themselves first and to the organization second. Some people, and I know many of you work in perfect organizations, so this might not apply to you, so I'm just talking about some of the companies out there that I work with. You have all heard and have read the term warm attrition. And I think it's more prevalent now than ever before that if people do not feel the love of the organization, no matter how much we tell them, hold hands, sing kumbaya, believe in the brand, yada, yada, yada. That's very nice, very sweet, and very special. When this thing turns around, they're going to be the first out the door. Because the organization has not taken time to care about them as a human being. And that comes down to managers and it comes down to leaders. And the reason I tell you this and I'm so passionate about this is when I was at the Max House, people started divorcing me as a leader. And when we went through the exit interview, they said, oh, Simon, it's just time for me to move on in my career. That was the official answer that I wrote down, that I turned into HR. It's time for them to move on. The unofficial answer was, that guy is a jerk. It's all about him. He doesn't care about me. And I heard this through the grapevine because the rumor mill is always more powerful than what's really going on. Maybe that's just my experience, okay?